until you have something to say or you got a motion to make. With that, I'd ask everybody to take a moment for silent prayer, and we'll follow it with the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, I'd like to ask the clerk to call the roll.
Basson.
Here.
Weigel. Kippy, are you here? He was. Unmute your phone.
Oh boy.
Kippy, did we lose you? Okay, well, we're going to mark him as absent for now. Leader?
Here.
Benvenuto?
Here.
Stats? Ray Stats? Adams? Brenda Adams?
Here, present.
Thank you. Thank you. Metler?
Here.
Collins?
Here.
Riley? Supervisor Riley? I know I saw your name pop up.
I think
Says
he's
Riley,
muted too.
John Riley has left the meeting.
He just left the meeting.
Yeah,
Eldridge?
I'm here.
Fury?
Here.
Chipkowski? And I know I saw his name as well. Chipkowski? Ligonia? Rob Ligonia? I know he was on here too. Sterling?
Here.
Mia?
Yeah.
Chimides?
Here.
Mussman?
Here.
Scalera?
Here. Here.
We've got
Mussman
you, Linda.
here. Okay, sorry.
Rob Ligonia, you're in?
I'm here.
Okay.
Peter Chipkowski just joined again.
Peter, you're on? John Riley, are you here yet? Okay. Scalera?
Here.
Guzzi?
Here.
Hoatling?
Here.
Morel?
Here.
Knott?
Here.
Skoda?
Present.
Okay, I'm just going to check with the three that we had absent. Weigel?
Here.
Oh, he's here. Okay, so go back up to Weigel. Okay, Stats? And John Riley?
And Kelly, did you get me? This is Peter Chipkowski. I am here, but
Yep, I got you, Peter.
unmute.
I've
Thank you,
got you,
ma'am.
honey. All right. All right, so we're just missing Stats and Riley at this point. Okay, let me get the count. Okay, so we have 3325 present, and we have 210 absent, so we have a quorum.
Thank you. I need a motion to pay the bills, accept the treasurer's report, and file the minutes within the clerk's office.
Motion.
Second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carried.
Aye.
Okay, I need to request the clerk read the resolutions. And I'm going to ask everyone to be patient because as you know, we pulled several resolutions, so.
Thank you for that, Matt. Okay, so
Kelly, can you please make sure people say their names when they?
I've got it, Sherry. It's
Okay.
it's Mike and it's Ron, so I've got that. If when you're making a motion, if you could just say, Ron not motion, Mike Benvenuto second or whatever, just so it's hard to tell whose voice is who for Sherry taking notes. Thanks. Okay, so we're going to start with resolution 100 through 115 by Rob Ligonia.
Rob Ligonia speaking. Mr. Chairman, I offer these resolutions for adoption.
Second by Mike Benvenuto.
Hi, this
Okay,
is
now, just so you know,
are pulled.
hold on a minute, Mike.
Okay.
Resolution 104, 108, 109, 110 have been pulled.
Okay, before we, any questions?
Kathy Eldridge opposes 111.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Kathy Eldridge on 111.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, resolution 116 through 119 were pulled. Okay, so the next group is going to be resolution 120 through 131 by Supervisor Benvenuto.
Mr. Chairman, I submit these resolutions for adoption.
Move the motion.
Okay. All in favor?
Who was that?
Aye.
That was Bury.
Okay.
Opposed? Carried.
Okay, resolution 132 and 133 were pulled. Moving on, we have resolution 134 through 136 by Supervisor Weigelt.
Mr. Chairman, I offer these resolutions for adoption.
Second by Mike Benvenuto.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Okay, we have resolution 137 through 144 by Supervisor Knott. However, 139 was pulled, 141 was pulled, and 142 was pulled. Supervisor Knott.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is Ron Knott. I will make a motion to approve those resolutions.
Second by Mike Benvenuto.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 145 and 146 by Supervisor Guzzi.
This is Supervisor Guzzi. Mr. Chairman, I present these resolutions for adoption.
Second by
Sarah
Mike
Sterling, I
Benvenuto.
second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you.
Okay, the last resolution we have, and I'm going to try to pull it up on my screen. Not the flag. Can everybody see the mortgage tax resolution?
No.
Yes.
No. No.
No.
Hold on one sec.
I'm only on the phone.
Okay, hold on, just bear with me one sec.
Did I bring a resolution to bring this to the floor to start with?
It's got to. Rob Fitzsimmons, if I'm correct, it's got to be a 2/3.
That's right. We're bringing a resolution from the floor because it didn't go through the committee process. So we need a 2/3 to consider it, and then a resolution or a motion to pass it if that passes.
Mhm. So why don't we do the resolution to bring it to the floor? A motion and a second to bring it to the floor.
It's Ron Knott. I would make a motion to bring that resolution to the floor.
It's Kathy Eldridge, I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, it's carried. Rob, was that supposed to be a roll call vote, or is it okay that we did it that way?
It's okay. We did it that way. We didn't have anybody opposed.
Okay.
Okay.
Kathy, I
So we're
see it.
good. Yeah, no, I can't get it to come up. Sorry, guys.
Kelly, is this the same list that was sent out via email? We can refer to
Correct.
that way.
Yeah, I was trying to do it for the public though. Sorry.
Share a screen.
Okay.
All I can get to come up was what's on my screen now.
All right, so we need a motion then to pass the resolution.
Yuri will make the motion.
Second by Mike Benvenuto.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We're getting money in these times, so I think that's a positive thing.
Yeah.
We need it.
Okay, do any supervisors have anything to bring to the floor?
This is Tistria Hotley, and I was hoping to ask a question.
Okay,
Are we going to have committee meetings the month of April on some sort of Google Meet platform?
well, the decision, at least for the month of April, was again to do everything through finance. Yeah, everybody's welcome to join the finance meeting just as they did the last time.
Okay.
It just makes things a lot less cumbersome to try to get things done.
Yeah.
And we don't, Kelly sort of looked at hold the resolutions, and we don't really have a lot of business. Am I correct, Kelly?
Yeah, I surveyed the department heads, inquiring as to whether they had any requests. And there was 5 department heads that got back to me saying they would have 1 or 2 resolutions to present. And basically that was it out of the 26 different departments that we have. So
Okay.
I don't think it's worthy of having each individual meeting at this point with the way things are.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, of course.
Okay.
Well,
I have one other comment and request. My first comment is thank you to everyone that's working hard. I'm not going to name names, but there's a crew of you that are just in there day in and day out, making the county run through all of this, and I'm very, very appreciative. And I just want to state for the record, yet again, that I'm happy to help in any way that I can. I feel like if it's just a small crew of you and this is a long-term thing, that there might be burnout or other things. So as much as possible, if there's things that you can delegate my way, and I've talked to other supervisors that are also happy to take on, some role or another. And I just encourage possibly delegating some of those responsibilities out to some of us other supervisors that sit on the board with you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Mr. Chairman, this is Jim Guzzi. If it's okay, I'd like to say something also.
Go ahead, Supervisor Guzzi.
You're going to notice that we had a lot of cuts on point 1. What we're trying to do, we've been looking over revenue impacts and stuff, and it looks anywhere, and maybe PJ or Ron could jump in on this with me, but it looks anywhere between $10 and $15 million that it's going to impact our budget. We're trying to make these cuts now on point 1. We're also trying to do a 20% reduction on point 4. To also try to bring in some extra money. There's some intern programs that we're cutting also. So what we're trying to do is to get these numbers down where we can absorb some of this less revenue we're having. You got to remember we're getting cut from sales tax, and then the way the numbers look like they could be coming in, it's going to be pretty heavy duty. So we're all trying to just work together to keep everybody employed and working without make big layoffs. Ron, did you have anything else you wanted to add to this, or PJ?
This is PJ. I think you just said it all, Jim. We're working together as a committee, subcommittee or whatever. We're going to come up with some further recommendations. We're trying to stave this off as much as possible. I know, Art, you had a comment that 11% sales tax increase was phenomenal. Well, as of yesterday, that just went from 11 to 4. So I expect it went from 11 to 4. So we went from 11% gain to 4% gain for the year to date. So the bad times will be ahead as far as sales tax revenue. We realize that. And Ron and I have been going over line by line items to see what we might be able to reduce. And I know Matt has planned to have a full board meeting regarding this, and I appreciate Matt's leadership in this. He's really taken the bull by the horn here, and hopefully we'll come up with a plan. We'll have input from all of you. There will be no magic bullet in this, that's for sure. Ron?
Yeah, in addition to that, we also slowed our accounts payable down. Instead of paying bi-weekly on alternate payroll weeks, we're just going to once a month. And PJ, now we'll be looking at those vendors that need to be paid or those vendors that we can hold back on. And also the chairman has basically for the rest of the year put a ban on travel.
Okay,
I have a question.
Kathy? Eldridge, Supervisor Eldridge, I'm sorry.
I do. I have a question. It's kind of a open-ended. Have other towns, have they had any layoffs? Have they done any layoffs with their highway departments or town hall?
I'm sorry. This is Patsy. I laid off some highway and some staff and furloughed them for negotiations.
Okay.
I have a big crew and a big bills to pay, and it was the only way possible that I felt that, you know, looking at the sales tax, you can't look at today, you got to look at tomorrow. That's the way I looked at it.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
I've got a question, Matt.
Okay, Kippy.
To PJ or Ron, do they have an idea percentage-wise yet what it could be off for this year? I know it's guessing that we're way out here yet, but has anybody thought of anything yet what they could be as far as losses?
Well, your sales tax revenue back to the towns, they're anticipating about 11%.
11.
11. I mean, who knows? That's best guess at this point.
It's a good guess. Right.
In addition to that, the state has come back and told us to expect a 17% decrease in state reimbursements.
Okay.
State projected anywhere up to a $2 billion hit on sales tax. And a $2 billion, that would equate to about $4.95 million to the county. And about $1.5 million of that would be filtered back to the towns and to the city of Hudson. So
okay,
that's kind of significant. Plus receivables for other state receivables and other state, that could be anywhere up to 20% lag on that too. So as I think Supervisor Guzzi said in the beginning, we could easily be looking at $10 to $15 million cash flow issue by the end of the year.
Okay. In terms of other questions, what I'd like to do, and PJ alluded to it, is I'd like to sometime next week or early the following week have a meeting with all the supervisors to strictly talk about the budget and basically what Ron and PJ and Jim and we have sort of outlined is what some of the issues are. I think we need to at least let you know what the problem is and not just talk about it here, but, specific issues or specific areas that we need to take a look at. And then what I'd like to do is once we do that and we have a working committee, which is manageable when you have a few people on the committee, I'd like to add or ask Art Basson and Rick Scalera if they wouldn't mind serving in that committee when we reconvene.
I'm good. Rick Scalera, I'm good.
Okay. Art?
I'm in consistency meeting as you sorry. Start. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the appointment. I'm delighted to serve.
Okay. Thank you. And obviously, we'll take input from everybody who wants to give it. But that's, as I said, it's got to be a workable group as well. And we're going to keep everyone posted on every step of what we're doing.
Excellent.
Okay. Any other comments or questions?
Are you going to let us know when you want to meet with us again next week?
Yeah, well, I'm going to have Kelly send something out. It'll be in this format again.
Okay.
It seems to work. Actually, it worked a lot better than I thought it was going to work. So I'm pretty pleased.
It's good to see everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. If there's no other questions, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Yeah, Chairman, I have a comment.
Okay,
I've
Supervisor
asked the
Mussman?
I've asked the public defender to ask that the inmates that have very short sentences left remaining to be somehow freed from the jail to protect them as well as the correction officers against the virus. They certainly can't keep a distance from one another. I think many places around the state are doing this, and I would encourage that to happen. I haven't heard from you or the public defender about that request that I've made.
Okay,
Just a
is that
reminder.
something that is, well, first of all, is that something that the public defender can do, or is that up to the courts?
I've made the request. I
Okay.
haven't gotten an answer. I'm willing to work on it. I just don't have an answer, and I've asked. So that's
Okay.
just a request that I'd like to see if we could move that forward. Thank you.
I will talk to the public defender tomorrow.
And Matt Merrill, this is Rob Fitzsimmons. We have had some communication with the Public Defender's Office, and the courts are staffed by the judges, and they are accepting some filings. I'm aware of one application made by the PD's office to release someone who is incarcerated on a child support obligation. So I believe the PD's office is evaluating the cases and making the motions to the court where it's appropriate.
Well, the sooner the better, because we're under a tremendous amount of pressure to stop the spread of this virus. So thank you for helping.
Thank you. Okay, we had a motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Kathy Eldridge, second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Stay well.
Bye, Kelly. You look great.
Bye. Thanks, honey. You too. See you later.
Can't see me.
Bye, Pats.
Bye, God
Kelly,
bless.
did you get me that I was here? John Riley?
Yeah, we did. We'll
My
adjust
microphone
the
was,
attendance.
Didn't have allowed to, it likes Zoom, not Meets apparently.
Gotcha. No worries. We got you down.
And,
Thank you, Kelly.
I'm pretty,
Thanks. Take
Thank you,
care.
Kel.
Thanks, Donal.
Later.
Bye-bye.